What else was I saying? Is she like laughing? Okay, can I start?
Hi guys, this is the Anything Cook.
And today, she'll be cooking.
Let's have some fun.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Anything Cook. Today I'm going to show you how to cook basmati rice to perfection. This recipe was given to me by my granny. It goes well with all Indian dishes, meat dishes, veg dishes, anything. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. So let's get started. So for this recipe, we'll need some basmati rice, whichever kind you prefer. You get a brown, you get white, long grain or short grain, but anyone will do. We'll need some sliced onions, 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. We'll need 1 heaped teaspoon of fennel seeds. And then here I have the hard spices. So 1 small bay leaf, 2 cloves, 1 small piece of cinnamon stick, and an Elachi Pod. We'll also need salt to taste. So let me show you how we'll prepare the rice. So I'm going to add my basmati rice to a bowl, and then we're just going to add some water so that it can soak. We'll let it soak for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then that will just soften it a little bit, help it cook quicker, and also take out the starch, which will make the rice starchy. So the rice has been soaking for about 20 minutes. You can see that the starch is now started to come out from the rice. It looks softer. So now we'll have to wash it about 3 or 4 times until the water runs clear. Then you know that all the starch is out and then we're ready to cook. So let's rinse our rice. Okay, so our rice is now clean, the water is clear. And just a little tip, when you're washing out the rice, don't be too rough with it or squeeze it or press it too hard. Just gently move it around with your fingers because you don't want to break the grains. They're very delicate. So now I'm going to put this rice into a pot, just drain the water, add it to a pot, and the ratio is normally 1 cup of rice to 2 cups of water. Okay, so I have my 1 pot of rice to 2 pots of water on the stove. I'm going to put it on high and let it boil, and then we're just going to add some salt to taste. And if you want the yellow rice, then you can put a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric in it. It will give it a nice yellow hue. Okay, so we're going to allow the rice to boil for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we're going to put it on a low heat setting and close the lid and then let it steam. And then you'll just check on it every 5 minutes to check if it's ready. Okay, so the rice has been steaming for about 5 minutes. So we're just going to check if it's ready. All you do is just grab a grain of rice and squeeze it between your fingers. If it's still hard like this, you just need to let it sit for another 5 or so minutes until it's soft. So if you find that you still have too much water, you can still drain the excess water and then put it back on the stove. Okay, so I let it steam for another 5 minutes. It looks about ready. The grains look soft and whole. So just another tip, when you are cooking the rice, don't stir the pot. Just let it steam on its own, because if you stir the pot, you're going to break the grains up and it's going to become mushy and starchy. Okay, so we're going to remove this and then we're going to prepare the vigar. Okay, so I've got a small pan here on the stove. I'm going to add some ghee, about a heaped tablespoon of ghee, and we're just going to let that melt. So now that the ghee has melted, I'm just going to add my hot spices. That's the bay leaf, an Elachi pod, a cinnamon stick, and 2 cloves. And then we're just going to add our fennel seeds as well. We're going to allow these to roast, and then when it becomes fragrant, we'll add the onions. Okay, so now everything has become fragrant and the spices are starting to turn a little bit brown, so we are ready to add the onions. We're just going to add the thinly sliced onions. So I'm going to turn down the heat. We want the onions to brown slowly. So I'm going to put it on a low heat setting and just let it saute until the onions are light brown in color. Okay, so now our onions have browned. I'm going to take it off the heat and then we're going to add it to our pot of rice. Okay, so now we're just going to gently incorporate the onions into the rice. We're just going to do it gently and fold it in so that we don't break the delicate grains of the rice. Okay, so we're just going to let it steam on the lowest heat setting for 5 minutes so that the flavors can combine, and then we're ready to serve.